everybody, welcome back to another video here on my channel. If you're brand new, welcome. My name is Michelle Pearson, hence the name of the channel. But I know that there are a lot of you guys, so I wanted to welcome all of you personally. I do mommy videos here, I do mommy advice, I do vlogs, I do pregnancy vlogs, recipes I haven't done for a while, but I want to start that back up again. So today's video is going to be a Meesh talk video. I like to do these videos on my channel because I feel like it's a nice little switch up from the normal vlogging and that sort of thing, but I also like to get serious with you guys and I like to connect with you guys as well. I've been doing this YouTube thing for 5.5 years now and I really enjoy interacting with you guys and hearing from you. And a lot of times, a lot of you will share some of your really personal stories with me. So today's topic is something that's really, really personal to me and means a lot to me. And I know a lot of you have dealt with it as well. So I wanted to talk to you guys about it and kind of get that conversation going. I love to talk about real life mommy issues here on my channel. I like to keep it real. I like to be open with you guys. I've talked about everything from growing up biracial to having postpartum depression. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about motherhood and loneliness. I feel like the two go hand in hand, unfortunately. If you guys are watching this and you have any thoughts, or if you feel any of those things, comment down below or message me. I love to hear from you guys. So to start off, I feel like I should start off by saying that one of my greatest fears in life is being alone. I know that sounds kind of weird and not everybody has like their own phobias, but being alone to me is so sad. Being alone scares me, and it's kind of interesting because sometimes I like to be alone. I think everybody likes to have that alone time once in a while, but I mean like to be like really, really alone scares me really, really badly. So when I first became a mom, my husband and I were living in a college town and we had moved a couple of times. We didn't have any friends in the area and Will was my first child and I didn't know what I was doing and I was really lonely and I was so excited to become a mom, but like I didn't have any mom friends to hang out with, and I had some college friends, but they kind of lived a little farther away, so I couldn't see them very often because they had kids. It was just a really, really lonely time for me and I watched a lot of Netflix. And then fast forward a year or so later, we moved to a different area. We were living in a basement apartment, so we knew we weren't gonna be there long term. And it was also really lonely because I had no interaction, and I remember trying to fill up my days with activities with my 1-year-old, so he couldn't talk, he didn't really care about going places, but I tried to keep myself busy because I was lonely. And then I moved into my first house, which is where I was living around the same time that I started my channel. Well, I guess I vlogged moving. I did vlog moving. But within a year of starting my channel, we moved to our house and there wasn't a ton of like young moms. There were a couple and a couple of them became really, really great friends. But there were definitely moments of loneliness and feeling like I didn't fit in, you know, to the group situation and all of that. And then fast forward, we like moved and lived somewhere temporarily while we were building this house. Once again, no young moms. That was rough. And then I moved into the neighborhood that I currently am in. And I know you guys see a lot of my friends on my Instagram and in my videos and everything. And it has been so much better for that. But all of that said, I find that even now I am living in a really highly saturated area that has lots of young, amazing moms. I still get lonely. And I still feel alone. And I know that I am not alone in feeling that because so many of you guys have contacted me. I have a lot of friends who've contacted me and said that they felt the same way. And I feel like motherhood is one of the greatest things to ever happen to a person. It is so rewarding and so fabulous, but it can also be one of the most lonely jobs out there. And I know that there are a lot of you right now watching and you're nodding your head. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're living in a remote area with a small town with no young moms. There's nobody to interact with and it can get so lonely. And I feel like that can get dangerous because when you're lonely, you start getting depressed, you start getting downtrodden, you're not as motivated to do things for yourself, for others. It's just a rough patch and it's kind of just like a sad road to go down. So I wanted to talk about how to prevent loneliness. I'm not a professional, first of all. I'm at the same time kind of telling myself these things to remind myself that if I am ever feeling lonely, this is what I need to do. But basically, the wonderful thing is that we have social media to connect us to people that we may not know personally. We also have access to incredible internet and we can FaceTime with people that live farther away and we just have, you know, easier access to people, family members, that sort of thing. My sisters, both of them, who are like my dear, dear, dear best friends, they don't live anywhere near me. And that has been a lifesaver so that I can contact them and keep in touch, even though it's not as often as I would want. Obviously, I wish I could talk to them every day, all day, but that makes it a lot easier. The hard thing too is that being lonely, how do you get out of it? You have to put yourself out there. And so there's the fear of rejection and the fear of people not responding the way that you would hope that they would respond. I feel like this light is making me sweaty. So I'm like, do I have a sweaty upper lip? Anyway, I just want you to know that loneliness is a real thing, and everybody has their own way of loneliness. And a lot of times I have found in my life that when I am feeling lonely, other people don't even know. They think, oh, you appear to have friends, or you appear to have this or that. Like, you don't seem lonely, so I didn't know, so don't be afraid to tell people if you are feeling lonely, because I feel like it's a dangerous path to go down if you just sulk and you go introverted and you just, do everything to be alone. That's not a healthy way to go. And although it's painful to deal with it, it's better to be honest and admit it to yourself and admit it to others that, hey, I'm lonely. I do need a friend. And, I've even said that to my friends before, and they've been so great to love me and support me and show me that support that I need when I feel really lonely, especially in the first trimester of this pregnancy, because you guys know sorry, here's a pregnant lady coming on me. You guys don't know this because you guys don't see like every day of my life. Obviously, you don't see everything of my life here on my channel, but the last 3-4 months of my life have been the hardest in my life. And being pregnant with twins and having 3 kids has been the most humbling experience, because I can't be the Michelle that I want to be. I can't be active. I can't work out. I can't go be social and do everything that I want to do because my body will physically not let me. And I want to keep my twins healthy, and I want them to be full term. And that's hard because it limits me from doing things that I would love to do, and, serving people and doing things that I normally would do to make myself feel better. And that has been really difficult. That being said, I do believe that there's always hope and we are never alone. And the important thing is to admit that you're lonely. And it's just like the same with depression. Like, if you have depression, be open about it. You don't need to hide. And it can be embarrassing, I think, admitting that you feel lonely, because it's kind of seen as like a weakness, I think, to some people. But I think it's important to admit it to ourselves and to those around us and say, hey, like, I need a boost. I need to be social. And as moms, it's hard, especially with nap times, right? If you have multiple kids and one child sleeps in the morning, the other child naps in the afternoon, you're just stuck at home all day while your kids nap. And so it is important to try to find a way to socialize with other women, with friends, with people, so we don't feel so lonely all of the time, because that can get us super down, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know. I could ramble on about this topic for a really, really long time, but basically I just want to let you know, if you are feeling lonely, there is hope. You can feel better. It'll just take getting out of your comfort zone, and that's hard, and you will get rejected by some people, and that's okay. But you need to take care of your health physically and mentally. And it's just a proven fact that the more social you are, happier you are. And sometimes I find myself climbing up and wanting to be an introvert because I don't want to deal with the world sometimes, because it can be really rough. But I promise you, if you work hard and you put yourself out there and you try to make friends and you try to meet people, then you will be happier. And if you don't have any friends to do anything with during the day, maybe when your husband comes home at night, you can go on a date with him, or you can have him watch the kids so you can go to a workout class, or so you can go to dinner with your friends or something. Just something once in a while to take care of you and your mental health. I am so big about that here on my channel because I have dealt with depression so much in my life, and anxiety, and I like to be really open about that because I feel like so many of us suffer from that, and it's just not, people don't take it as seriously as I think they would take, like, if someone had some sort of disease. Because with a disease like diabetes or arthritis or something, it's like, oh my gosh, that's such a physical ailment, I'm so sorry. But with mental health, people think, oh, just snap out of it, like, you'll be fine, Anyway, I can go on that topic forever as well. I just want to let you know that there is hope. You can be happy and you can live a life that is not lonely. And I'm talking a life that's not lonely away from your kids, because I am so grateful for my kids because they make sure that I'm not lonely. And Brad is such a great husband as well, but he has to work and he has to pay the bills, and he can't sit here and be hanging out with me all day, unfortunately. Someday, hopefully. Okay, Anyway, I'm done, you guys. I promise I'm done crying. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you have not done that yet, and we will see you guys in my next video. Have a fabulous Saturday. Bye.